why? Because you just can't get your hands on them anymore. And what we have to start with is remove the oil bath. Doink, doink. And right here, get a, try 200 times, I'll get it. And slippage. There we go. Right there. And careful with that, because that is full. Well, full to the line. Right here, the little piece I got off the Corvair. Fuel line. Alright.
Been on there for a while.
Yes, it has.
There.
There. Comes right off, even though she got the wrong size. It's hard to get the correct size. They're really small. And undo the choke. Hopefully that wire's not. Yeah, it is kind of funky. You can see how everything's kind of clunky, leaking. Yeah. And forgot to get the little wrench. Okay, we actually got our little ratchet and socket. This is actually a 5/16, believe it or not, which is similar in metric, if I remember right. That's 8. Yeah. Just got the 2 bolts on the bottom, or nuts, I should say. These are studded in. And, ooh, crusty. Huh, no flex washer. That's weird. Yeah, it's there. It's just kind of pancaked. Don't lose these. And, oh, wonderful. Getting around there without a box end. So, we'll have to see what we can get. 13 wrench. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's not a half. No, really, it's not. It'll fit right back here. Took off fuel line right here because we got a brand new filter for that. Be nice to get some new hoses too, but my friend is on a budget. So, got that loose. Reach back here. Just 2-finger that off. And okay, and I got the washer.
Good job. So proud of you.
Okay, now remember, this is your vacuum advance. Don't forget to put that back on when you do it. There's your fuel intake. There's your choke. And your and there we go. Yes, my precious, precious. But it came off. Because it's an actual real Solex. Not made in China. I'm going to move all your gasket out. Try not to get any of it down the hole. That would suck butt. I'll come back here with the razor blade and make sure we're all out of there. So next, we go to the bench. Okay, lift this little guy up like that. There's your spring, put that in there. And I don't think we got smaller needles, do we? Do we have smaller?
Yeah.
We need some dinkies. There we go. So when I get this rod up, she's coming.
Moving?
Yeah. It's a problem with the age. There we go.
There it is.
And put that in the bucket. And put this little arm in the bucket. Now we can undo the rest. Let's see how bad this thing is. 'Cause it was leaking so bad.
Got it.
Yeah, here's the new spring. But, yeah. Wow.
Let's see.
That is the original. So they made out of this bitchin' ass kind of cloth. They don't do that anymore. They just use rubber. That's why it lasted so long. Put that in there. See, it goes when you do it. But yeah, it shrunk. And where it shrunk, that's where it leaked. But it's basically a cloth. And we're about there. There's a little jet. So I think we can just leave it right where it is. Looks like that's everybody you want to tear apart. Except for this part. And I didn't bring the wrench. So, buttons. See? Solex. Good luck finding one of those. New. Yep, it's an actual 13. Hey, an actual 13 right here. Nasty.
Crusties.
Crusty. Yeah. There's a brand new one. Gasket for that. And that's basically it. You don't have to go, oh, let's get rid of that needle C. Because we got a brand new one in there.
Basically, this kit comes with everything you need to rebuild it.
Except for the instructions. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta check, make sure they actually got the right one. You can see where it was writing right there. Let's see, oh, it is. It's got one in there. And just play it anyways. That's it. You did that. Tempted to take that jet. I don't see another jet in there. all there. Got everything. That's it. All the way around. Basically not much to that.
Might have to clean it in
Yeah,
2 bits.
I'm going to do 2 parts clean it. You don't have to watch that. And dip it. It's this dip that's like nasty. Ta-da! So, clean all this up. Everything that's in here can be dumped, but it'll take 2 times to do it. And once all that's clean, then we'll get back to it and we'll show you what to do to put it together. Okay, what we want to do is do an ohm test, and with everything we did should be 14. Okay, there we go. There it is. There's an ohms because you can see the spring going through and out. That's actually where the draw is. 14.8. 7.8. Close. Okay. So now we know that this is a good part. That was one of the things that actually was worried about. Now the rest is going right back together. And you can see the beautiful job that the chemical did. Everything in there looks way better than it was.
And we'll get right back to you when we have everything rebuilt to specifications with all new hardware and new gaskets and seals.
Okay, now that you've determined the ohms are proper for this system, you can see the coil in there. This shear ground plate that goes there. Do not lose this part. It goes right there. Okay. Then the other part is right here. Now make sure, I'm going to remove this, that that's square. For some reason over time, that gets bent, and it should not be bent. The neat part is, this little Bakelite little thing will fit right perfect, right where it is. Then you can actually flip this around, make sure you're, and what this is to make sure that coil doesn't fall down and short. Okay, now remember that little plastic piece I told you, do not lose. It's what holds that little coil back. Now, you can get your clock spring in there. Set it right down in there. You can see the clock spring is going to hit that little guy right there. So, the cool part is, Solex made a little mark. So all we gotta do is sit there, hit that little mark.
Did you hit it?
All these freshly clean parts. Okay, let's see what's going on in there. That's why you always gotta test. And little dog fell out. So the guy has to be right there. That goes there. Alright, what I do wrong, kids? That goes there. That goes right there. And everything falls apart, just like we wanted. Maybe that's it, right there. Fits right there. That's the thing, you have everything torn apart, and you're like trying to remember how did all of this work. Nope. For me, that's not going to cut it. That's the mark you want. Let's put it back on there. That's still not going to cut it. No, then push it back. We need to push it forward. So we'll take the initial thought. Slide her on there. Oh, look at that. She looks like she wants to line up real good now.
And that's it, right there.
No, no, you gotta get that little whoop. There it is. The electronics will actually keep it closed, be set, and that's it. Now, if you remember in the earlier part where I said, make sure nothing happens to these little guys. They have to actually sit on there. If you twist them on, that's fine. Know that you have 3 of those. I know that might be a little bit much. But this all details with the... Oh, that's not good. Good. Wait, you see the little plastic piece? Yeah, there's... Yeah, I said, be careful with those. And here we are not careful with those. These guys are junk. We got new ones of that. So, we'll get back to you after this. Okay, now that you pulled all those parts out, I think we got some of that on there. You can see how nicely that carb dip worked. You can Sorry it's all back together, but all you're going to do is everything in reverse. Remember, before you put that in, to put the little spring behind. Okay. We've already put our new float. This is kind of like the needle and seat in a regular carb, where it opens up. This one is so bad. I think that's it there. Reset this. Normally it'd be up there, but the spring, adjust it after it's on the carburetor. You can see we got them all on there. Now this gasket that went on here, it's not like these. They give you an assortment of different types. The one we use, this part is actually covered because we got the little needle seat, everything, how it goes in there. Matter of fact, they give you that many. Then 2 different sizes for the carburetors. Then next you get your filter ready. This is the one that came with the kit, which is really nice. It's nice and not broke. Unlike this one from J-Bugs, which they send you promptly broke. Yep, that's right. We didn't even open the bag. That's how it came. Broke. Bad J-Bugs. Bad. Don't do it. Yeah, so always check your parts before you use them. And let's see. You want this all the way seated down. Don't jam it, just till you feel it touch, then go back exactly about, I go 1 1/4 turn. And that's where it is now. If I'm a little shaky, it's a little cold because burr. Yeah, what is it? Like 40 something degrees? So now that we got this together, yes, we should get new hoses. I don't like these hoses, but we're trying to go on a budget. My friend only has so much money for parts. I'm leaving this a little loose, so when I put it on there. Now this is what I was talking about, the flex washers. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a pretty neat German thing. This one's almost lost all of its flex, but it should still work. And it better, because that's all we got. So I think that covered everything. Anything we didn't cover, put a comment down below. So now what we're going to do is put it back on the engine, or the intake actually, which is hooked to the engine.
Gotta hope so. If it's not, we're in deep
It'll
shit.
be a bugger. Okay. Well, looks like I gotta scrape off some gasket. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that's buggered up.
So, yeah, which is terrible. You can see where it was leaking in there. It was nasty. See, and then that hose would go over here. This is your vacuum. And I'll scrape that off and we'll get right back to you. Okay, now that you've done everything in reverse and made sure the springs, where the springs go, are all in place, you have it back on. I'm pretty sure earlier you saw me take it off, put these on. Don't lose your wave washers. Make sure everybody's in place. And let's give it a start.
Hey, look, it starts.
proper spot. Otherwise it dies. That's your Solex 34. There you go. Hope that kind of helped you out. There's more videos from other people with doing the Solexes. They even had them on American cars. They had them all over the place back in the day. So, until next time, don't forget to check out our goodies down below. We got cool ass shirts and notes and stuff like that. Like to help us out, buy some of that stuff so we can get on to our next project. Until next time.